Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of You've Made It, a podcast that celebrates youth and the people that journey with them along the way. Today, we want to celebrate family. My guest today is Zain. Zain has gotten into trouble with the law on many occasions, even though his friends broke their promise and left him to face the authorities. His parents stood by and never gave up on him. So let's hear more from Zain himself. Thanks for being here on our podcast. So today, maybe just for our listeners, today I'm speaking to Zain.
Hello.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so Zain is actually one of our youths that joined our vocation and soft skills program. And he recently completed his barbering course, right? Yeah, maybe share with us, Zain, what got you interested in barbering?
What got me interested in barbering is my dad. I was in Sec 2 after that. He's the first person I cut hair.
Really?
He's the first person, yeah. So from there, then when the hair not nice also, he say okay lah, good.
Really?
Yeah.
So that means before Sec 2, you already learned some barbering skills already?
During Sec 2. I just watch some videos. And after that, I go to some cool barber. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
go cut hair there. And after that, like, wow, this place quite cool the way they cut.
Okay. So your dad, does he have any experience in barbering?
No.
So it's more like you, what got you interested because he let you cut his hair. Then he let you experiment some weird
Just
hairstyle with
everything,
hair. So maybe since you recently went through our the vocational training and also the hair barbering training, right? What was those training like for you?
Those trainings for me quite useful because they teach us how to use finger cutting, then how to match the face shape and the hairstyle.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow, so you actually learn face shape.
Yeah.
So you can see my face now, then you can I think this haircut not nice for you. Well, I feel very judged, Later you see then you're like, hey, this hair style don't suit. Okay.
Yeah.
So you learned barbering before on YouTube before,
Yeah.
right? Or anything different from what you learn on YouTube and
YouTube more to the modern barber, but then Kimage more to salon style. So it's like they more step than barber.
Right. And so out of the many hairstyles you cut, what is your personal favorite to try and cut on?
I think burst fit.
Best fit, is
Burst fit.
it? Burst fit. How you spell?
BURST.
BURST. Burst fit. Okay. Must go look it up.
Okay,
Right.
yeah.
So your dad also got you cut. Your dad also let you cut his hair, right?
Yeah.
What is his go-to style?
Go to he now GI. So it's like army style
Oh.
Then after that the side short.
Like those
fit.
Like that one, a crew cut kind of thing. Oh, interesting. Okay. Does it match his face shape?
Okay lah. Usually he will cut he asked for a simple haircut.
Okay.
Okay lah. Then after that recently he asked for that haircut, the army style.
Nice.
So I just
nice.
do.
Okay. Wow, great that was supportive in this journey, and even the Kimage also helped to enhance your learning as well, right? But maybe just looking back a bit, right? What actually got you interested in barbering in the first place? What made you want to watch the YouTube videos and all that?
I think because I go for the haircut at one of the barber shop.
Mm-hmm.
After that I see my hair also quite nice. And after that I think I should try lah.
Okay. Oh, interesting. So that experience kind of inspire you
to try.
embark on this now. Okay. Cool. Okay, now we go a bit back, little bit back, right? No, Zain here is very young, all that, right? What would you like in the past, as a younger youth? What would you like?
Younger youth. Mostly spend time in school. Mostly fight in school. After that, after school, just spend time with my friend.
This was your secondary school days.
School.
Okay. Was there anything that happened during that period of time in your secondary school days that made you want to join these friends and to do these things?
It's for me that time is like, how to say, I don't like to study and after that, like, feel like my friend, outside friend, can, how to say, like, the vibe like different. So it's like I like to spend more time with them. Then like study also I don't like how to say, study like quite boring for me, like very boring. After that come school also fight. After that get suspended.
So in some sense you felt that school was not a place that you really enjoy, and you want to enjoy your friends a bit more. That's why you kind of like spend more time with them and how did that spending time with them end up for you leh?
End up for me the end up quite rabak lah. Cause like the happy moment they will be there for you. But then when the bad things happen they will only say they will be there for you And then when the things really happen, they also don't have.
Was there a particular incident that yeah
one of the time we go to we go drink. Then after that everyone mabuk already. Then after that we get into fight. And after that after the fight, then they say okay, everything just say we don't know each other. So it's like during the fight you can, how to say, during the fight you can just say anything you want. But then after the fight you say you don't know this person because you don't want to get into trouble So anything you can just say that this guy do this thing. So it's like you just shoot everything about this guy
Did they like shoot you even though they, I mean, like,
some of them say they just stand there and after that they say I do this thing.
wow, okay, so they didn't keep their word lah. They kind of like went back on their promise and I know what you mean when you say like kinda betrayed, you know, that kinda like betrayed by them lah. Okay, wow. And I mean, so it's very interesting to me, like, you know, you were sharing earlier, don't like studying in school, right? But now you are studying in school, not just in school, but also you are very interested in learning hairdressing from, you know, Kimage. And even I spoke to your instructor in Kimage as well, right? You really have a lot of potential and are very disciplined in learning. So how did that change from a person who don't like studying to now like, wow, motivated to study, you know?
Because for me studying is quite important Because if in the future you also don't know, if you don't have the cert for you to get into the job, you also won't get into the job. It's like studying is the most, studying is the important part of you to get the certificate, to get what you want
How do you figure that out? How did that thought came to you?
I want good future
Okay. Was there a moment on time that you say that, I really want to change my life and have a better future? Was there a moment like that for you?
Yes.
You want to share a bit more, like, what led to that moment?
I think is my family
Okay.
My family, because like, I trouble them so much. After that is the time for me to make them proud of me then happy. Be happy, then just be happy
Right. Okay. So I guess there's a point or time that you realize that you want to make your family proud, no longer want to trouble them, and that's when you realize you want to have a better future. Was there any significant people, event that really led to this change in you?
I think my parents. My parents, cause even though how many times I make mistake in my life, and they didn't even give up on me. They still there for me. They still support me even though sometimes I didn't listen to them. They still give me the words to stand up and move on lah, move forward, and become better person in future.
Wow. They were always behind you, lah.
Yeah, they always behind me.
Great, great. Was there a particular incident that you really, wow, this is the depth of my parents' love, you know? Was there a particular event or
I think
incident?
when I get arrested,
Okay.
yeah, get arrested. And after that, my mom called me. After that, she cried. After that, she asked me to surrender. After that, I say okay. Maybe I want to go home first, see my family first. After that, then I surrender lah. After that, within how many hours after that, when I book Grab already, you know. After that, I want to go home, go back see my family first. After that, I kena arrest already. After that, the next few days, I went to the court. And after that, my mom, my dad was there. After that, they cry after that, I think back like, oh, cannot
Right. Also, it's when you really see, at the court itself, when you see your parents broke down, that really struck you, that you really want to make your parents proud anymore. I mean, continue to make parents proud, in a sense. Was it difficult to leave the old past behind?
Difficult, not that difficult. For me, like, you need to accept You need to accept the fact that enjoy can be in different term. In how to say? Maybe like you can enjoy in different ways. Maybe you need to think about the bad things also, not only the good times and like having fun. And then like for me, you need to think about the bad thing for you to move on.
So in some sense, those past couldn't change, but you learn from something from it, right? Okay, if you had a time machine, you can go back in time again. Wow, what will you do differently?
Maybe for me also, I don't want to turn back time. For me because
Okay.
like if you don't have your past time, you won't you won't be someone you become today.
Right.
So it's like your past is who you are today. To become someone better, someone who more responsible.
So in some sense, like when it was through those past that you also see your parents love you a lot, in a sense your family's love for you, and that is something that kind of motivates you today as well, right? Okay, thanks for sharing that. And if you have a message that you could share with your family, members, what would you like them to know and all that?
I want to say to my family mostly to my family, because thank you for supporting me since thank you for supporting me even though how many times I did the same thing over and over again, but then they still there for me. And I want to let them know that I love them.
Very touching. Yeah, feel it, bro. Okay, yes. I mean, I'm sure your parents are very proud of you. I mean, since back then your dad offered his head to let you cut his hair, and really supporting you throughout this journey. I'm sure they are proud of you. Yeah, and I'm sure you definitely will make good of your life. Yeah, learning from what you have gained in the past, all the, I guess, unhelpful decisions, it really shape you to who you are today. Yeah. Thanks, Zane. So maybe just a final a thought, let's say, we have listeners, on our podcast that may also be youth who also may be uncertain on their direction, their path. What would you like to encourage them?
Find a good friend. Not that you cannot have friends, but then like sometimes when you being alone more peaceful. So it's like maybe sometimes you want to have that fun part, but then like when you with them you cannot find that peacefulness in yourself.
Understand.
You just feel like okay you just do anything for them, but then not for yourself.
So what's next for you, man?
Next, finish my school, finish my NS, maybe car license.
Okay. What would you like to do with your car license?
So that go out. For me, bike okay lah, bike. But then maybe car license first lah. So maybe go out with family also have car. So like, wow.
Yeah, your parents have driven you a lot. I mean, supported you along the way. Now it's your turn to like support them now, right? Drive them around to the places or that. Okay, thank you so much, Zain, for your time in this podcast. And yeah, all the best for you, man.
Thank you.
Hey Zain, just want to thank you for sharing with us your story. You know, your past may have led you to some undesirable consequences, but it was through those moments that you witnessed for yourself the extent of your family's love. There's a Malay saying that says, Bunga kan mekar, walau kemarau melanda, which translates, a flower can still bloom even in drought. And I'm glad that you found that for yourself. And for our listeners who may be in the midst of some droughts in their life, I hope Zain's story encourages you. Perhaps it is through those moments we really get to see the people that really cares for us. A flower can still bloom. So thank you for listening, and we hope to see you next time.